Fiery protest erupts at Tushin. Resident demand justice over the killing of an 11-year-old girl. Outrage exploded into the streets of Tushin on Thursday morning as furious residents set fires and stormed the Doubleday Hotel after the body of 11-year-old Adriana Young was found with visible marks of violence in the hotel's pool. Young had been reported missing since Wednesday afternoon following a family outing to the hotel with her grandmother and relatives. Despite a reported police search on the day of her disappearance, her body was not discovered until the following morning, in the very pool that was supposedly searched. This failure to locate the child earlier, along with false information released by the Guyana police force claiming that Young was seen entering a car via CCTV, later proven untrue, has sparked widespread calls for accountability. Furious demonstrators called for the immediate resignation of Police Commissioner Clifton Hicken and senior commanders of the Guyana police force, accusing the institution of corruption and incompetence. The police force is totally corrupt. From day one since you came into office, we don't need you anymore, shouted one protester. I have the right to chase you. I'm a citizen of this country. Protesters blocked the main road, lit fires with tires and debris, and eventually stormed and set fire to the Doubleday Hotel. An emotional and chaotic reaction from the community also torched the home of the hotel's owner. Somebody has to be held accountable from the police. That's just common sense, another resident told HGP Nightly News. Residents said they were shocked and angered that police and hotel staff failed to find Adriana's body during initial searches. The girl's father ultimately discovered her lifeless body in the pool himself, more than 12 hours later. How many more? One resident asked. The Guyana police force has failed this nation repeatedly. They misled the entire country last night. Unarmed officers were stationed nearby as thick smoke filled the air and chants for justice for Adriana Young continued. The Guyana police force doesn't seem to understand what it means to serve and protect. They failed her. President Irfan Ali has ordered a special investigation into the child's death, and an independent pathologist is expected to examine the case.
Nation family, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing good today. Nation family, 11-year-old Adriana Young went missing at the Doubleday Hotel in Guyana on Wednesday. The father and some good citizens searched the hotel Nation family. He said that he feel it in his guts that his daughter is still at the hotel, despite police information stating that she left in a described vehicle from a surveillance video. They searched the pool, they searched the hotel, no sign of Adriana Young. Couple hours after Nation family, Adriana Young, her body was found in that same swimming pool which they searched couple hours before she was found. So that sparked speculation in the Nation family that she was murdered elsewhere and placed in the pool. So I saw a video circulating on social media where you could see physical abuse on the hand and on the face of Adriana Young. So that seems in a Nation family. She was brutally murdered and kept elsewhere. Then they put her in the pool, Nation family. Police stated that Adriana Young is no longer at that hotel. They stated in a interview that a described vehicle, because they described the vehicle from a surveillance video, that she left in that vehicle. But she went to the hotel with her grandmother, Miss Carol, and some other relatives around 1 or 2 p.m. on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. And it is alleged that her grandmother sent another younger one to look for Adriana because she was about to get some food, and she sent that little one to ask Adriana if she hungry or anything like that. That little one came back and said that she didn't saw Adriana. Back in 2012 in a Rhyme Nation family, over a decade ago, another person died at that hotel in what appears to be miraculous circumstances. So that young one, that was murdered at that hotel in 2012, the postmortem stated that he was brutally beaten to death and placed in the pool. So the son of the hotel owner and an employee was both arrested and charged, but that case collapsed miraculously. So now investigators need to dig up all them murders and them dirty acts around this hotel. Bring up back them case here, Rhyme Nation family, from a decade ago, because the people of Guyana need justice and they are tired of this hotel. That's a double day hotel. Them loot, them burn down the hotel, them burn down the owner's house. And it is alleged that the wife and the kids of the owner fled the country. How can they allow some suspects to flee the country? Rhyme Nation family, me have a few videos from some concerned residents of Guyana and some people in our authority and the father and people that are concerned and want justice for Adriana Young. But I hope them not sweep this under the rug, because we need justice for Adriana Young. So if you made it this far in the video and you haven't liked the video as yet, please do so. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, please do so. So take a look.
Adriana's father knew that she was in the hotel and tried to tell everyone, but the police were too slow to act. RIP and condolences to the family.
These people in this place know about me children. They tell you, these people in this place know about me daughter. Everybody walking up here, all the staff, the boss, everybody know about me daughter. Then all I can ask the media for. And this here, I don't really appreciate this here. You understand? Because I set up in here too much young people and too much poor people coming here and get abused. Not a couple weeks ago, they find a letter by drunk inside there. Am I drunk in the pool? Nobody know he's drunk. Only family know, only they know he's drunk. Why didn't a camera get to show up? Eh? No, me that thing going on, sir. I want me that today. I want me that today. Stand up here the whole night in the rain. If you all know I sleep here tonight. I sleep here last night. I have a bed. I ain't drink tea. I ain't eaten nothing. But my belly full because I want me that. You understand? I'm telling you. That's all I know. I'm not leaving here all along in my dad. Because my permission.
This is what the vice president said today on his press conference about what was reported concerning Adriana Young. The family deserves transparency throughout this investigation. Share your thoughts.
There is a delay in releasing this footage because this is very inconsistent with the entire story. If you viewed footage that showed the young lady entering into a car, you gave a specific car number and the color and the make of the car, and they drove off. Then release the footage that you viewed. We want to see it too as a country, and the family would want to see that too. How, after this person left, well, this young lady left, did her body return to the pool? Something is wrong, and we have to get to the bottom of this. And we're not going to rest until that happens. And whoever is culpable, if there is a cover-up, people will face consequences. We're not going to tolerate this. This young girl should have never lost her life. And
Statement from opposition MP Amanda Walton Desir.
Situation out here, the death of this young girl, and we saw what that led to, what we're seeing out here now. A lot of persons are raising concern again about the competence of the police force to deal with these situations, to investigate them properly. Do you share those concerns?
Listen, I think the Guyanese people are tired of talking. The Guyanese people are tired of excuses. The Guyanese people need action from the government. Within the last month, the police have clearly demonstrated, one, that they cannot be trusted. And if you can't trust the police, what's going to happen to the citizens? We're not here for theories and investigations. Irfan Ali must act. Clifton Hicken must be removed. The commander of regional command that issued a statement that said that the child left the hotel when obviously she did not, must resign today. How long are we going to talk about this? The US report talks about the incompetence of the police. And you know what you have happening? You got a few bad apples giving all of these men and women out here who actually want to do their work a bad name. But this is what happens when you have a president that will call the chairman of a police service commission to say, why aren't my boys being promoted? It seems to me as if the police has the government held to ransom. That's what it looks like to me. Because in any other sane functioning democracy, the president would have requested the commissioner's resignation a long time ago. This is the second time in a month that the police have issued a patently misleading statement, incriminated somebody named Orlando, a red and black rom, when all the time it is apparent that the child was there. And you know what is most disturbing? The fact that Guyanese critic did a whole video last night scouring the pool. So you could see that nobody was in the pool. So she suddenly appears there this morning. And not only appears, if you see this child's body, she's burnt. They got signs of her being bunged. Things stuffed up her nose. Come on. Come on. And Irfan Ali is picking mangoes. Something has got to happen. This is enough is enough. Enough is enough. We can't have any more talking and theorizing and investigating. You cannot put the police to investigate when they themselves are lying to the people. So Irfan Ali must require Hickens to resign. These people here, all of them must go home. All of them must go home and make way for the decent men and women in the police force who can police and protect and serve this country the way Guyanese deserve to.
Concerned citizens voiced their opinion about the incident.
So my thing is this: what happened after? Did the police help someone to place the body in the pool? Did some staff members help to place the body in the pool? Was there regular citizens that was already inside of the building help to place the child in the pool? Or there was a child fling from one of the balconies into the pool? These are questions that we want to know. And if for the owner to say that they don't have civilians at a big establishment like this, to say that you only have footage showing that everybody came in and no out, because you know the child never left.
Thank you.
You understand me, Travis?
Thank you. Side, what are your initial thoughts on this situation?
My thoughts is corruption. Once you have money, you could buy anybody, even in West Side here, right? The police force is corrupted. Mr. Commissioner, I want you to resign.
Correct.
Resign. We don't need you no more. You understand? Your police force is totally corrupt from day one since you came into office. We don't need you anymore. Get out. Simple as that. I'm chasing you. I have the right to chase you. I'm a citizen of this country.
When you're incompetent, you have to go.
Thank you.
When you're incompetent, you have to go.
What your thoughts, please, briefly, and we can
Travis, everything that was said here, is in line with how I feel. If the president of the day does not ask the commissioner to resign, then it only tells the people one thing, that he too is a part of what's going on. Because when you look at what's transpiring behind us, when you look at, you always put me in this spot where there's
the covers are over there, the covers are on that one side there.
Listen, if it wasn't right for the parents and the supporter of the parents them to stand up right out here and protest, they want to get justice, right? And justice isn't served as yet, right? That is just a part of it. Because how can the Guyanese critics show up, look around the pool, video it, there was no child there. Suddenly a child was found there.
Which only means if the police would have acted sooner, maybe that wouldn't have been the case.
Sooner, if they would have done their job correctly, they would have been able to get the body in order for them to have.
Let y'all intelligence come and do it. It is tedious because the place is huge on the inside, and the amount of articles that they have in there, you would have need manpower, fresh power, because we were here since the night before to come and upturn, lift up, and really and truly get into the crevice of things. We heard of these sniffing dogs on the way. We heard of these CID from Ivlery coming. We didn't see them yet. All what we saw is officers come with shield, mask. That I told the commander, I said, this here now is going to intimidate this crowd. Because these men came as though they come to war. You understand? But the fact of the matter is, from yesterday, 2 p.m., the crazy part is that this child didn't have a time of 3 hours or 4 hours. They were swimming in this pool and all of a sudden she went missing. They touched down here 1:10 and by the time 1:45, 10 minutes to 2, this child vanished and nobody can give an accountability for this child, and there is no surveillance footage to support what transpired in the building, and the only surveillance footage that was available, that was received from across there, was divulged to the parents and the CID, in the presence of the CID, that showed that the child didn't make any exit. The child did not come out here. And the next thing is that when they are saying that the police had certain footage of a ram, to twist the story, because they tried, and this is in the moment when they tried, when this body had to go and end up back in this pool. They come and they tell me that they see this girl at a bush head. If you see how these police put on a show this morning. These people call this big object and hear them come now. And hear one of the officer words, God is good. She had the bush head. And if you hear contrary things, she come out of this bush head and show with a boy with some nappy hair. But the bus gone to ridden up and it already discharged and it collect load, and the bus is some BVV, some fancy number, and now the child in some vehicle gone over to the bridge, and hear them now. It's a whole facade, you know. The people say, oh gosh, now if she gone with the tongue, now we can harder for we find shit. Them kind of things though, for sure we are, because they were expecting that now we would have up ourselves and run, so they could have do what they had to do, but we did not leave. Because I said, I am not moving from here until I see the child body, dead or alive.
This girl was not in this pool. She was not in here. We check in this pool. The girl was not in there this morning when we come here. We went in this place. This girl was not in here. The girl was not in there, boy. What the fuck? They put this girl in this pool, boy. The fucking girl went in there. We went in there just now, boy. What the fuck, boy? That's why they didn't want nobody come in the place. Them didn't want nobody come in the place. What?